So the next thing that we're going to do is to measure the current on the series parallel network, and we're going to use the digital multimeter as an ammeter, set to ammeter. So as you can see, it's already on the ammeter, and this is the same network that we have been measuring for the series parallel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to measure first the total current consumed by the whole network. So what I'm going to do is to insert the ammeter in series with the power supply and the whole network. So this is the probe of the ammeter. I'm going to cut the positive terminal with the terminal post and insert the ammeter to the circuit. And as you can see right here, the ammeter is already registering the current consumption of the whole network. The next thing that I'm going to do is to measure the current on the first resistor. So in our case, the first resistor is the 390 ohm resistor. So what I'm going to do is to insert an ammeter in series with the first resistor. So let me remind you that the first resistor is in series with the parallel combination of the second and the third resistor, which is the 2.2 kilo ohm, the third resistor, and the second resistor is the 1 kilo ohm resistor. They are in parallel. So let me first put back the original circuit on the breadboard. Okay, and then insert the ammeter on the first resistor. So what I am going to do now is I'm connecting the probes in series with the first resistor and read the current consumption of the first resistor. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to put back again the circuit on its original state. Okay, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is to measure the current consumed by the second resistor. So in our case, this is the second resistor. This is the 1 kilo ohm resistor. So what I'm going to do is to put an ammeter in series with this resistor. So to do that, I will pull out this jumper wire here, insert the ammeter instead. Okay, so I've just inserted the ammeter on the second, in series with the second resistor, and the reading on the digital ammeter is seen on the screen. And finally, for the current measurement on the series parallel circuit, I'm going to reinstall again the jumper wire to connect again, or to put back the original circuit on the breadboard. So as you can see, I've done that already. And now measure the current on the third resistor. It's flowing to the third resistor, which is the 2.2 kilo ohm resistor, this one. So what I'm going to do is to put an ammeter in series with this resistor. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to pull out this jumper wire here, and instead of the jumper wire, I'll insert my ammeter in series with the third resistor. There you go. So as you can see, I have inserted this positive probe to the positive side where the third leg, or the second leg of the first resistor is connected, and the negative probe to the leg of the third resistor. And now I can read the current consumption of the third resistor. So you can see it on your screen. Okay, so I'll put back the jumper wire again. Okay, so that's it. So that's the current measurement on the series parallel network on our experiment.